Welcome to Motorbike Explorer. At the end of last episode, I was making my way toward the city of Veracruz after visiting the ancient ruins of El Tajin. The city of Veracruz is a coastal metropolis of more than 700,000. It is located on the Gulf of Mexico and features one of the largest and oldest shipping ports in the country. Many goods were traded here between Mexico and Spain. Exported items included beans, corn, avocados, cotton, and turkeys, and from Spain came pigs, cattle, wine, wheat, rice, and fabrics. During the 16th century, gold and silver mining became so plentiful that it became the chief export to Spain, and these treasure ships attracted pirate ships mostly from Britain and Holland. Tourism is a big industry in Veracruz as well. The city is colorful, lively, and its people are very friendly, attracting visitors from all over Mexico. As I'm driving along the coast, I've been seeing rows of bleachers assembled along the road. So either I just missed a parade, or perhaps one will be happening soon. Surely enough, when I asked the hotel receptionist about the bleachers, she mentioned that there will be a big carnival during my stay, and it will pass right in front of the hotel. This will definitely be interesting. Veracruz has the largest and best-known carnival in all of Mexico. The festivities start out with the burning of the bad mood called Quema del Mal Humor and ends with the burial of Juan Carnival. Beautifully decorated floats, dance performers, and marching bands parade down the streets filled with vendors, food sizzling on grills, and the people of Mexico cheering and dancing all day and night. was a great opportunity for the people of Mexico to let loose, have fun, and celebrate life, and I was fortunate to have been a part of it. After last night's festivities, I was excited to press on and continue exploring the rest of Mexico to see what surprises there are in store for me. But first I have to find my way out of this large city. Veracruz is a friendly and welcoming city. There are a lot of high-rise buildings here situated along the coast, which makes it a nice alternative to the pricey Caribbean beaches. So far, my bike has been running well since my breakdown on the first day in Mexico. I just hope I can maintain this trend, as I would like to make it to Chile before it turns winter there. After doing some research, I found out that there's a smaller town, kind of on my way, that has been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So I set my targets for Tlacotalpan to see why this town made it to the list. This port city is very much different than Veracruz. Its layout and architecture was established during the 17th century and served to allow smaller boats to transport goods up and down the Tlacotalpan River. However, its commercial importance slowly diminished with the development of the railroad system throughout other parts of Mexico. The city still maintains its charm from long ago, with beautifully painted buildings, picturesque parks and churches, and boat and kayak tours along the river. It's a great place to relax and unwind. After my soothing stay in Tlacotalpan, I saddled up and continued south toward the city of Villahermosa, following the Tlacotalpan River along the way. I think at this point I finally settled into Mexico. I have somewhat of a better understanding of the language. I have developed a better sense of navigation using my paper map and the offline maps on my cell phone, and hunting for cheap hotels or campgrounds has become sort of a pastime. Mexico has a lot of beauty, but every now and then it is interrupted by large areas of waste dumping, factories pumping toxic gases into the atmosphere, and large fires spewing black plumes of smoke, sometimes blocking out the sun. This is my first visit to Mexico, and all I can hope is that this will be a downward trend in years to come. With a population size similar to Veracruz, Villahermosa is a city rich in natural resources with respect to agriculture and farming. There are lots of shops and street vendors, and the architecture is both modern and historic. The available accommodations here are just a bit pricey, so I'll have to make my visit a short one. From Villahermosa, I made my way toward Palenque to visit the next UNESCO World Heritage Cultural Site. I've heard that the ruins at Palenque are a must-see for any traveler exploring Mexico. I can't wait to see all of it and learn about its history. The area is filled with road construction projects, which is an indication as to how important the area is to tourism. There is also a new international airport here, which allows for travelers to arrive quickly, if you have a limited time for your stay. This ancient city has gained its popularity due to the intricacy and high level of preservation of the step pyramid buildings, temples, carvings, artifacts, and burial chambers that were discovered here during the 18th century. Visitors to the site have limited access to the interiors of these buildings, where they can navigate through dark hallways, small rooms, and a burial chamber containing a sarcophagus. The interior construction is in no doubt an engineering marvel. This ancient city of Palenque has been dated to as far back as 226 BC and lasted until 799 AD, when it was abandoned and reclaimed by the surrounding jungle. The Temple of Inscriptions contains the burial chamber of Hammock and houses the second longest glyphic text known from the Mayan civilization, recording 180 years of the ancient city. The main palace is very large and contains several connected buildings, hallways, courtyards, and a 4-story observation tower, which has been meticulously restored in previous years from its neglected state. The observation tower has a mansard-like roof and was used by astronomers during the period to chart the movement of the stars and planets. The centrally located palace was used by aristocracy for entertainment, bureaucratic functions, and ritualistic ceremonies. At one corner there's a courtyard surrounded by A-framed hallways and large carved stone reliefs. The stone reliefs in the palace courtyard are very large and brings us face to face with the captives of Palenque that illustrate the mighty strength of the city. Several T-shaped windows and reliefs have been observed in the walls of the structures, which refer to the sacred tree at the center of the world. This sacred tree has been illustrated in Mayan text as the letter T and acts as a portal leading to the Great Spirit through which the breath of life may pass. The large bathhouse was fed with fresh spring water via an intricate aqueduct system. This bathhouse also contained saunas and latrines. The group of the cross contained 3 separate temples that housed stone tablets which depict the ruler Khan Balam II, and possibly his father in the afterlife, or Khan Balam II as a young child. Religious ceremonies were held here and many elaborate incense burners were found. The carved tablets are very detailed and still contain remnants of the red pigment derived from cinnabar, which adds to the eerie feeling one gets while gazing at their scenes and texts. The Temple of the Sun faces west and is oriented to allow light rays to enter through the apertures on the summer solstice, illuminating the corners of the sanctuary. The temple is associated with the underworld and illustrates Khan Balam's eagerness to wage war for his people. This area of the city seems far removed from the main area where the palace is located. Its elevated location on the hillside seems to add to its religious importance. Archaeologists estimate that only 5% of the ancient city of Palenque has been uncovered. I have been awestruck by the size, beauty, and mystery of this city, which makes me want to learn more about the Mayan civilization and what their daily lives were like. I even encountered my first giant Mayan iguana, which has made this ancient city his home. Perhaps he is guarding the city, keeping its secrets preserved. If you decide to visit the ruins of Palenque, spend the entire day and avoid the guided tours, which can race quickly through the grounds, leaving you confused as to what you just saw. Give yourself time to acclimate, and let your curiosity guide you through the city and surrounding jungle. Palenque will forever be in my memory. Each site I visit, I know very little about when I enter them. My curiosity leads the way, and my camera records what I see. I like to guess at what I'm looking at, just like the original explorers did when they first discovered these sites after years of abandonment. It's only through my research and the creation of these videos where I get to rediscover the places again after I was there in person. You can call it a double dose of exploration. So long, keeper of Palenque. I will leave you to your work. Thank you for joining me on this episode as I traveled from the ancient city of Tajin to Palenque. I hope you enjoyed the changing landscapes of Mexico and the cities I visited along the way. I am still heading south, but will venture into the Yucatan in hopes of some refreshing Caribbean waters and some more ancient cities that need exploring. Safe travels, everyone, and have a wonderful day.